My son, my daughter, I bring you into the clear knowing that this moment is not common. It is not just a quiet stop in your day, but a direct move of my spirit upon the road you are walking. Today, in this very hour, as you receive this word, heaven is turning toward you with exact purpose, and no power set against you can block what I have chosen for your life. Take a deep breath, because the day I mark to shift your direction has come, and it starts inside your heart before it becomes visible around you. A great and beautiful release is coming into your life, and it is not born from your own strength. It does not rely on who you know, and it does not come through human work alone, but flows from my holy will. I tell you that this is the day when walls begin to weaken, when the heavy load you have carried for so long starts to fade like mist before my light. You may not fully see it yet, but I have already moved things, joined paths, and broken down the forces that once held you back. Today, as this message touches you, the air around your story changes in a quiet way, like a new season arriving without noise, but with power. You may think you are only listening to words, yet you are stepping into a place prepared for your spirit, where my guidance begins to make room in your thoughts. My son, my daughter, I come over you like a clean wind, like a bright light that shows what was hidden, like a gentle hand that stills the storms within you. Nothing you have lived through has shocked me, and nothing ahead of you is greater than what I am making ready. This is the hour when my presence covers you with more strength, more depth, and more truth than you knew in the times when you felt forgotten. I did not lead you here to place another weight on you, but to ease the one you have already borne. I did not allow you to meet this word by accident. I brought you here because your heart needed the sure sign that a new chapter begins now. I open your mind so you can see the greatness of what I have set before you. Do not turn back and judge my power by what has already happened, because what I will do will be larger than anything you can compare it with. You are stepping into a place of clear sight, where I show you that what seems impossible is not hard for me. I feel how tired you are. I see the questions in your heart, and I know the strength you have used to stay on your feet, even in the moments when you almost let go. So today I cover you with this presence that refreshes your soul and gives you new strength. You are not only listening with your ears, your spirit is receiving direction that will change the way you see, the way you stand, and the road you take. I want you to know that this is the day when heaven leans toward you with clear purpose. Old seasons are ending, deep roots are being pulled out, and doors are starting to open, even if your eyes cannot see them well yet. The move has already started, and it will not be stopped. My hand is resting upon you, leading you, shaping you, and getting you ready for all that I planned from the start. Nothing can close what I have chosen to open. Nothing can hold back what I have sent forth. This is the start of a time marked by my presence, a time when you will walk with a lighter heart, clearer sight, and stronger trust. And now, as this word reaches you, let your heart open and see what I am doing, because my work begins to become clear when you are willing to believe. Comment now. I gladly welcome this day as marked by God. Let your words make room inside you, because what I begin today will grow stronger through your faith. Heaven has already shown you favor, and this is only the first part of what I have prepared for you. My son, my daughter, listen closely to what I am speaking to your spirit right now, because nothing taking place in this moment is by chance. You did not come here without reason. You did not find this word the way someone finds a random thing on the side of the road. I led you into this moment with care, with purpose, and with deep love for your life. Even before you tried to look for an answer, even before you felt the heavy load that led you to this place, I had already made this meeting ready for you. Every small detail, every feeling inside you, every move within your heart was brought together so you would be right where you are now. I brought you here because this message carries guidance that belongs to you in a special way. I know what you have searched for, the quiet places in you, and the questions you never spoke aloud. I know when your soul tried to cry out for help, but did not know how to say the words, and so I opened a road for this message to come to you. There are words no one has ever spoken over your life, yet I have always wanted you to hear them, and today they reach you not by human strength, but by my own choice to visit you in spirit. Do not think lightly of what you are receiving, because this is not just one more message among many others, but a direct answer to the pain you have hidden inside. I made you, I shaped you, and I know exactly which word can go deepest into your spirit. You have been asking for guidance, clear sight, and signs that show I am still with you, and this is the proof your heart has been waiting for. I have not moved away, and I have never stopped loving you and caring for you. Even when you felt unsure and alone, I was making paths ready that your eyes could not yet see. Brothers and sisters, I want to speak to you openly for a moment. At this time, our channel is demonetized, which means we are no longer receiving any support from YouTube. Even so, our calling to share the word continues without pause. There is a committed team behind these videos, faithfully working day after day. As the one leading this ministry, I carry the responsibility of caring for them, but without ad revenue, this responsibility has become increasingly difficult to sustain. If this ministry has touched your life in any way, I ask you to prayerfully consider supporting us. Your contribution through Ko-Fi helps us continue this work. It's truly a seed that keeps this light burning. You can find the link in the description or pinned comment. We are deeply grateful for your kindness and support. Now, let us return to the message. Now, as you listen, your soul begins to sense that something inside you is being touched. Something you have never fully understood, but something that has always been there. The call of my presence. You are not hearing random words, but receiving a holy call for your life. I brought you here because you matter to me, and because you are entering a time when you need to hear my voice more clearly than ever before. I prepared this message for you even before you knew you would search for it. Before your mind shaped its questions, I had already made the answers ready. And before the weight of these past weeks rested on your shoulders, I had already chosen to give you fresh strength. Nothing that has happened has pulled you away from the road I planned for you. Instead, every step, every hard place, and even every tear became a path that brought you into this very moment. And here, right now, I say to you that this word carries your name, your place in the Spirit, and the exact time your heart needed it. It comes to wake you up, bring you into order, and remind you that you are deeply loved and safely held by me. So remain with me until this message reaches its end. Some guidance cannot be received when the heart is only half present. Some truths can only be understood when your heart is fully open before me. And some blessings only begin to show when you receive all that I am speaking to you. Nothing about this meeting is by accident. You were pulled here by my hand, and I am speaking to you in a direct and personal way. There are things inside you that will begin to settle as you continue forward. There are ways of seeing that will begin to change. There are hurts that will start to mend. There are fears that will lose their hold, and there are answers that will finally become clear to your heart. Now open your heart so you can feel the weight and meaning of what is taking place. You have been brought into a move of the Spirit that is not limited to what your eyes are able to see. I am getting you ready for the steps that come next. And it all begins when you understand that you were chosen to receive this guidance. This message did not come into your life by mistake. It was sent straight to you by my Spirit. Share this message so it can touch another life that also needs to remember my love and care. And as you do, keep following me, because there is still much more I desire to show your heart. This is only the second part of what I have prepared for you, and the move I began is still growing inside you, leading you toward the purpose I planned from the beginning. My son, my daughter, now that your spirit has started to wake up to the work I have begun in your life, I want you to know how deep this release truly is. This word coming to you is not light, not empty, and not only a sweet message to make you feel better. It carries real spiritual meaning, clear direction, and power that changes you from within. When I speak to you, I do not speak only to touch your feelings for a little while, but to shift the path you are walking on. What I am pouring into you now reaches places no person can see, hidden rooms inside you that only you and I know are there. Places in your heart that have stayed quiet for many seasons. And it is in those exact places that my light is now entering, with no fear, no delay, and with complete power. This word will begin to put your inner life back in order. You will see changes in your thoughts, in the way you understand things, and even in the strength you find to face what once made you tired. When my word is given, it does not stay still, it moves, works, and brings change. And this word I place inside you goes down into the deepest part of your soul. It breaks old habits, removes the confusion that tried to cover your sight, and brings back the clear vision you had lost without knowing it. It reaches your mind, clears the noise within, sets your eyes straight, and opens your heart so you can see what was once hidden behind the mist of pain and weariness. You will know my presence more and more in a real way, not only as a passing feeling, but as the strong ground that holds your steps. I am taking away the heaviness you have carried, easing the pressure that has followed you, and bringing you into a kind of rest that does not come from what is happening around you, but from me. When you let my word enter, it makes your view wider. It shows you that you are not locked inside what you have been through, but that you are being made ready for what you are about to enter. Things around you may still look the same, but the inner parts that help you stand are being made new, made strong, and brought into line with the plan I have written for your life. I want you to understand that the change from this word will not wait for a faraway day. It starts now, in this very moment as you receive what I am saying. My words are already moving inside you, waking up courage, lighting hope again, and giving fresh life to your faith. What once looked burned out is beginning to breathe again. What once felt too far to reach is starting to come closer. What once looked impossible is now beginning to come into order before me. I am removing the sense of being stuck that followed you for so long, and I am placing a holy push inside you that will help you move forward in the places where you once stepped back. In the days ahead, you will begin to see that the things that used to make you worried will not hold the same power over you anymore. You will feel a calm and a lightness that once seemed out of reach. You will notice that your thoughts are clearer, your emotions are steadier, and your heart is more open to hear my voice. This is the clear fruit of the word I am giving you now. It leads you, makes you ready, and gives you strength. And even when you are not aware of it, it will keep working inside you like a fire that does not die, like a seed growing quietly under the ground until it finally rises into the open air. But I want you to understand this. What is happening now is only the start. The word I have begun to speak here is the door that will lead you into all that I will show you next. So keep your heart alert, awake, and ready for what I will still speak to you. There are deeper waters for you to enter, clear steps for you to receive, and promises for you to live. My desire is not only to make you feel better, but to make you new from the inside. If this message speaks to your heart, like it and subscribe so you can keep receiving the words I am preparing for you. Now stay with me, because the next part will show you why you have passed through so many hard seasons and what the reason behind each one truly is. My work inside you has only just started, and nothing has the power to stop what I am getting ready to do in you. My son, my daughter, I see the things no one else can see. Even before you tried to cover your tiredness with a smile, I already knew the heavy load you were carrying on your shoulders. I know the nights when you lay there worn out, with no strength left even to shape a prayer with your mouth. And still, deep inside, your heart was calling out to me in silence. I heard every quiet cry, every hidden plea, and every prayer that never became words on your lips. I saw every tear that dropped when no one was there to see it, every time you tried to look strong so no one around you would become worried. I saw each moment your soul shook while you still tried to stay on your feet, even as everything near you seemed to be falling apart. You felt alone, but the truth is that you were never really alone. I was there when sadness tried to swallow your hope, when heavy thoughts tried to make you believe that nothing would ever change, and when you felt you were carrying more than your heart and body could hold. I saw your slow and tired steps, even when you kept walking and tried not to let anyone see your pain. I watched over you when your mind kept running after answers that did not seem to come, and when you asked yourself if rest would ever become real for you. I was there in every small part of your battle, and not 1 second of your pain was hidden from me. I was near, so near, even when you thought I was far away. I know the pressure inside your feelings that you are facing. I know the times you tried to be strong for other people, while deep inside you were only wishing someone would be strong for you. I know how heavy your heart has become from so many duties, so many fears, and so many worries that have piled up over time. I believe in you even when you find it hard to believe in yourself. I see a brave heart inside you that even you may not notice, because you kept trying, even when you were tired, hurt, and unsure. That is why today I speak straight to your spirit. You are not weak. You are only worn down, and I am here to give you new strength. I understand when your soul becomes sad for reasons you cannot clearly explain. Sometimes what drains you is not only what happened to you, but everything you have carried for so long without having anyone to share it with. I know the hopes that did not happen, the hurts you kept hidden deep within you, the words that wounded you, and the quiet moments that caused pain. I know the hidden places where you have kept anger and hurt that no one ever knew about, and I know the fears you have covered even from your own heart. None of this pushes me away from you. Instead, it is because of these very pains that I come closer to you with even more care. I do not judge you for being tired. I hold you close. You think that much of what you lived through was unseen, that no one noticed your fight, that your efforts were ignored, and that your courage was never truly seen. But I say to you, I noticed every effort, treasured every step, honored every try, and I count every painful moment as part of the building of what I am getting ready to do inside you. Your story does not finish at the place where tiredness found you. I will not let you stay locked in the heavy weariness that made you feel weak. My hand holds you up, my eyes cover you with care, and my love brings your heart back to life. I also know the times when you felt lost, not knowing whether to go ahead, turn back, or remain where you were. Questions surrounded you, fear pressed hard against you, and not knowing what would happen tried to choke your heart. Still, you kept going. Even without clear answers, you kept going. Even while hurt, you stood again. Even with tears, you continued to believe that something more was waiting beyond what you could see. And I saw every part of it. Each time you chose to rise again, you were answering my call. Do not call your steps small, because in my eyes they carry great value. Today I bring rest to your soul. I come to tell you that your tiredness is not your name and does not decide who you are. I come to remind you that you were not made to carry the whole world on your shoulders, and I never wanted you to face every battle by yourself. I made you to walk with me, to place the weight in my hands, and to find in me the safe place your soul has been looking for with such deep need. You are seen, you are known, you are understood, and you are loved more deeply than you can measure. Here is where the healing I am doing inside you begins, and nothing that wounded you will be strong enough to stop what I am about to rebuild in your life. There is no call to action in this part, because what I am doing now is simply receiving you, holding you close, and reminding you that your value has not been broken or lost. Look, my son, my daughter, just receive this now. My son, my daughter, now that your heart has become more still, I want to show you something that maybe you have never fully seen before. Nothing you went through happened for no reason. When you look back, you see seasons filled with pain, battles, confusion, and deep tiredness. At times, you may have thought all of it was punishment, your own mistake, or proof that I had left you alone. But today I speak to you with clarity. It was not punishment, it was not rejection, and it was not abandonment. It was training, it was building, and it carried a purpose much greater than what you could understand while you were inside each fight. I allowed some roads not because I wanted to hurt you, but because parts of you needed to become strong, and they would have stayed weak if everything had been simple. You asked for things that were great, deep, and full of meaning, and to carry them, your spirit had to become more steady than it was before. I led you through seasons that formed your heart, stretched your faith, and helped you hear my voice more clearly. You did not notice it then, but while you were fighting, something inside you was growing. You learned to see with wisdom, to stand again, to listen, and to keep holding on, and these things are not usually born in places of comfort. You asked why certain doors closed, why some people left, and why chances seemed to pass you by. I know many of those losses hurt you, and I know my silence in some moments made you feel confused. But I tell you, every shut door was safety, every separation was freedom, and every silence had a plan. I moved you away from roads that would have made you lose who you truly are. I separated you from situations that would have emptied your strength. I stopped cycles that would have kept you from growing. You cannot see the full picture, but I see it all, and I was working for your good even when you did not understand what was taking place. Even the times when you felt without direction had meaning. They made you seek me more deeply. They taught you real trust. They showed you that human strength without my presence cannot hold anyone for long. And it was in those unsure seasons that your faith became deeper. You started to see me in a new way, not as your last option, but as your only strong ground. This kind of faith is not born from easy days, but from the dry place. And it was in the dry place that I prepared you for what I am now ready to place in your hands. You thought your suffering was destroying you, but the truth is that it was forming you. You thought your tears meant you were weak, but they were like holy rain preparing the soil for what would come next. You thought you were behind, but I, with perfect care, was building the base so that small storms would not shake you again. I did not give you everything you asked for too quickly, because I did not want you to lose fast what I had prepared with love. Instead, I made your heart stronger so that when the promise arrived, you would have the strength and shape to hold it well. I did not waste your pain. Every wound became a lesson, every fall became a message, every delay became a new direction, and soon you will understand why I had to lead you away from the paths you wanted so badly at that time. I was protecting your future, not punishing your present. The trials were not signs that I was absent. They were signs that I was working. They were needed steps to lift you to the place of heart, spirit, and mind that will let you walk safely in the new season I am releasing. You will keep moving forward because you are stronger than you think. I changed you in quiet ways, even when you did not realize how much stronger, wiser, and more aware of what truly matters you had become. And now, to place deep in your spirit the sure truth that your process was not empty, I ask you to speak in faith what you are receiving today. Comment 777 to show that you now see the purpose behind your trials. This declaration is not for me. It is for you, so you can understand how heaven had been moving inside your story. I remain by your side, and nothing you have gone through will be wasted. My son, my daughter, now I want you to understand something your heart has often struggled to accept. Not once in your journey did I leave you alone. In the days when it felt as if the ground was vanishing under your feet, in the moments when your soul seemed lost inside deep silence, and in the hours when your spirit shook with fear, I was there. Even when your mind thought I was quiet, I was still speaking. Even when your heart believed I was far away, I was holding you in my arms. You understood my silence as distance, but my silence was care, it was shelter, it was a plan. I never allowed you to walk alone through the valley that hurt you. I was with you in the late hours when you wondered if you still had strength to continue. I was there when you took a deep breath just to keep from falling apart. I was close when your strength became weak, when your thoughts grew too heavy, and when your spirit looked for help but could not find it in the people around you. I was there holding together every part of you that felt ready to break. You do not know how many falls I stopped, how much pain I softened, how many unsafe roads I closed before you even saw the danger. Many fights you think you faced alone were really fights I was winning for you while you slept. Do you remember the days when you felt you could hardly breathe? I was the breath that kept life within you. Do you remember the nights when fear tried to swallow your heart? I was the unseen shield covering you. Do you remember the moments when hopelessness pressed hard against your chest? I was the hand that held you before sorrow could pull you under. I walked with you through valleys you cannot fully imagine, because there were days when your spirit was even more tired than your body. Still, I led you one step at a time. Every morning when you felt alone, I was there. Every tear that fell with no one watching, I dried before it reached the ground. Every hidden sadness, I covered with my presence, even when you did not notice. You thought you had been left because you felt nothing, but many times you felt nothing because I was carrying you. When a child is held in loving arms, the child does not feel the full weight of the road. That is how I was with you. Many times you were not walking, you were being carried. In many places you could not see, you were being led. In many battles you were not fighting, you were being protected. I covered your mind when dark thoughts tried to trap you. I guarded your heart when hard words tried to break you. I kept your hope alive when gray days tried to make you give up. I never left you alone in the valley. Never. And that is why you are still standing today. I was there when everything looked lost, when doors stayed closed, when your plans fell apart, and when your strength was gone. I covered you with my shadow, protected you with my love, and watched over you with deep care. Nothing escaped my eyes. Nothing at all. You think I move away when you suffer, but it is in suffering that I hold you even closer. You belong to me, and I care deeply for those who are mine. Now I want you to know this: my presence will not leave you in the days ahead. If you walk through dark valleys again, I will be with you. If new trials rise before you, I will be with you. If fear tries to come near, I will be with you. I am your light, your safe place, your calm, and your strong tower. Never again should you accept the false thought that you are by yourself, because today I return to your heart the sure knowledge that I am with you forever. And when you begin to see how much I guarded you, even in moments when you could not feel it, your heart will become stronger, because you will understand that no trouble was able to destroy you while you were hidden and safe in me. Now, my son, my daughter, if this truth reaches your heart, let it reach another heart too. Share this message to remind someone that I never leave my people. And remain with me, because in the next part I will begin to make your inner life new in an even deeper way. My presence has held you until now and will keep leading you toward what I have already prepared. My son, my daughter, now that you know you were never alone, I want to lead your heart into a place where your soul can finally breathe freely. You have lived for too long with heavy thoughts, with a troubled mind, and with worries that rise one after another like waves that do not stop. I know every hidden fight you faced with no one watching, every quiet battle you carried inside while trying to look strong on the outside. I know the nights when you could not sleep because your mind moved from one thought to the next and gave you no peace. I know the mornings when you opened your eyes already tired, as if the weight from yesterday had followed you into the new day. I see when your head hurts from thinking too much, when you try to place in order what feels confusing, and when you fight to keep painful feelings from taking over your heart. But today I tell you, I am entering the place where your mind became tired and lost, the place where your thoughts turned into long paths with no clear way out, the deep place where you kept fears, doubts, and hopes that were broken. I am calming your inner life. I am making quiet the voices that pull you away, press you down, and make you think you alone must fix everything. You do not carry this load by yourself anymore. I am your rest, and the peace I give is not a passing feeling. It does not depend on what is happening around you. It begins in me, grows inside you, and changes the way you meet each day. I want you to feel a new softness covering your mind right now, as if a heavy weight is slowly being lifted from you. That is what I am doing. I am taking away the thoughts that steal your strength. I am breaking the patterns of worry that held you like a prison. I am washing away the pain and pressure you gathered without even noticing it. You will feel your mind becoming clearer, your chest growing lighter, and your heart finding a steady pace that does not come from trying harder, but from my presence. You were not made to live in pain inside your mind. You were made to live with peace, clear sight, and a steady spirit, because this helps you hear my voice and understand where I am leading you. I am putting your inner world back in order. Every thought that pressed you down is being replaced with sure faith. Every fear that held you captive is melting under my peace. You will notice that confusion starts to lose its strength, questions become quiet, and a fresh light begins to rise inside you. You may not know exactly how it happens, but you will feel it. My peace does not need a reason to work. It simply enters, rests there, and changes everything. What was once a storm is now turning into a soft wind. What was once a heavy load is now turning into calm and lightness. What was once confusion is now finding the kind of order that only my spirit can bring. My son, my daughter, I know you tried to control many things because you were afraid that if you let go, everything would break apart. That is why you held tightly to what you should have placed in my hands. Trying to carry everything by yourself made you tired deep inside. But now I say to you, give your mind to me, allow me to touch your thoughts, and let me quiet the place within you that hath been restless for so long. You do not need to understand every detail before you can have peace. You only need to trust that I am taking care of all things. When you learn to rest in me, your mind will discover a safe place, and you will begin to see that much of the weight you felt did not come only from life itself, but from the way you tried to face it without noticing that I was near.